Welcome back, Dr. Sir. There's some technical glitches. I am not sure. I
Yeah.
think now I can see people who are connected. Fantastic. So today I am
So
not sure. First we
that was
had the
something to do with industrial psychology and
power
sociology. Yeah.
outage. We had the power outage, internet outage, and now we connected. I think the link got disconnected somehow. It was not going on live. So let me quickly reintroduce. Today, my Livewire speaker is Dr. M. Bagali. Doctor, because he has two PhDs under his belt, and they are under the management and for the social work and postdoctorate in HRM. So that makes Dr. Bagali a very, very special and a unique person. And when I was talking with Dr. Bagali, when the COVID time started, and we were all talking about how to bring in some positivity and value add to the society, his one line was very interesting that made me, no, Dr. Bagali has to come on the screen because he said, I have one objective to create the next required Indian citizens in this in his own capacities, which is a very, very big statement and noble thought. Dr. Bagley is an academician, definitely. Yes, by now we all know about him. So, Dr. Bagley, keeping in consideration the time constraint and all the delay and technical glitches we are facing today, unfortunately, all over to you. Please introduce yourself again. Your answer.
I didn't get your line. Last line I didn't get it.
Okay. So, please reintroduce yourself because we are running it again.
Sure, sure. Absolutely great. It's always a great honor, because usually the professors are given only one chance, to introduce. So I'm lucky that, I'm introducing on live, whoever is, watching this, twice. I've got a chance, to have twice, introduction.
It's your show,
A
sir.
very hard, sir.
It's your show.
Yeah, absolutely great. Absolutely. A very hardcore academician, teacher for almost 24 years. Been teaching for, PG, higher education students. Um, I teach management. I teach human resources. And my name is Dr. Bagli. I stay in a city called as Bangalore, and I'm associated with one of the finest, academic. Institutes, across, pan India, across Asia, called as Acharya Institute of Technology, which is a group of, Acharya institutes, and I am associated with the MBA department there, and I manage a team of 30 finest, teachers. They are there today, with me on live. Almost 500 different MBA students. I teach, I research, I coach, I mentor, I do consultancy, I train corporate people, and I also do societal role, as a part of our department's social responsibility. Plus, the biggest of the biggest, credit I always take is I guide, PhD students. My department, Acharya Institute, MBA department, is affiliated to a university called as, we abbreviated called it as, VTU, that is Vishweshwara Technological University. I'm a research guide there. I produce, best of the best research, which are helpful for two sections. One is for India and one is for academic field. So this is what is my role, duty, and responsibility towards education and towards our bigger nation called as India.
That's a
Sure.
huge responsibility, and congratulations for all the good work and all the best for you continuing all the journey which you are going on with, and really appreciate your efforts. So
Yes, sir. Yeah.
while we are starting, so how essentially, okay, let me ask this question. This has become my favorite question in these days to all the guests. What made you invite, accept my invitation when I told you, Dr. Bagli, would you like to come on my show?
Yeah. Sir, I had, two thoughts,
Yeah,
when you said that, can we spend little time, on your live
yeah.
wire? One is you should always meet, best people in the life. Okay. And one
Hmm.
such, opportunity is meeting Sanjay Kaur. Okay. That's
Oh,
the
my
best
pleasure.
opportunity.
My pleasure.
That's always there, You should
Yeah,
always aim for best. It could be small, it could be big. You should
yeah.
always aim for the best. The second thing, across India for the past 90 days, or say March 11, 12, 13, 14, when our honorable respected Prime Minister, took a call that, we have to, lock down India and everything closed and everything. I also went lot of, up and downs, lot of disturbance. I mean, lot of happy news, lot of, anxiety, lot of stress out there. Like I said, I've been teaching for almost 25 years, and that has become a condition for us to go to the building, go to the class, stand in front of students, take a class, meet faculties, have tea with them, have coffee with them. I mean, you've been doing this for almost 25 years. Okay.
Yeah.
And the only break that we get is that annual break. Otherwise, this is one big break, that we got. So I
Wow.
came, for your invitation just to, share, what went in me, because of, this COVID-19 or the virus, that, has created all this condition for everyone, across pan India.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what is the condition in your perspective? Is good, bad, ugly, or opportunity? What exactly do you see this as?
So let me give you two perspectives here.
Yeah.
One is like a very theoretical perspective. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
mean that is like a bookish type of an
Mm-hmm.
answer. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if you look
Yeah.
at bookish type of an answer, yes, this situation is very scary. This
Mm-hmm.
situation is like, you don't get sleep in the night. Okay, bookish, bookish
Yeah.
wise.
Yeah.
If you look practically, okay, this gives you lots of opportunities. Okay, lot of opportunities.
Yes.
I have I have I have written some 2 3 points, 3 points.
Please. Please.
I took this heading. I took this heading as what fear can teach you. Okay, this is the heading.
Yes.
What
Uh-huh.
is the fear that can teach you? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now there are 5 points, five points that a fear can teach you.
Awesome. We look forward to
The
hear
first
that.
the first point is you don't have an idea, you start getting an idea. Because of
Wow.
COVID, no one had any idea what to do. But over a
Hmm.
period of 90 or 100 days, every other person has got various ideas. This is the first lesson a fear teaches you.
Great.
Second lesson, what a fear teaches you is alternatives. Okay. What are the alternatives, in the life? Like I said, I go to college, I go to class, there at Acharya Institute, take, OHP or take LCD, take chalk, go to the board and, start writing and take my lessons. Now, for past whatever 60, 70, 80, 90 days, we are there online. Okay, every of our class, every of our faculties, all fantastic faculties, fantastic management support, by top management, madam, sir, and principal, everyone, okay, and students. Everyone is connected online. We started having this alternative thinking. Otherwise, we didn't have this alternative thinking. So that is the second, lesson a fear can teach you. Okay. Now, third thing is what a fear teaches you is fresh thinking. Okay, you start thinking everything fresh. Okay, you start thinking everything new. Okay, like what we call in book creativity, innovative. That happens only when there is a fear. Okay, only when there is a fear. Okay, the next one is, okay, the second last one is imagination. Okay, in this 90 days, the way I sat and imagined and reached the people across globe, or the show, Sanjay, I would be telling you, the way I reached people across the globe. Okay, across the globe, those
Mm-hmm.
are the alternatives. Those are the alternatives. That happens. The last lesson that a fear teaches you is what next? What is the future?
Yes.
Okay, what I should do, economically what I should do, academically
Mm-hmm.
what I should do, socially what I should do, okay, psychologically what I should do, physically what I should do, travel what I should do, okay, meeting people what I should do, education what I should do, taking class what I should do. So these are the 5 things of fear teaches you. Okay, so
True.
you ask me a question, and how do you look at this? If
Yeah.
it is a book, if you read newspaper, if you look at TV, it is very scary. Okay, there is
Tough.
no one TV which will not scare you. Okay, all statistics starts coming: red zone, blue zone, yellow zone, green zone. All, see, we should know it. I'm not saying you should not know it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
should get education. Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, too much of looking at, TV, you get paranoid. Okay, you just get disconnected. Looking at too much
Mm-hmm.
statistics. Okay, so I
Exactly.
feel that I don't know percentage, but 30% is scary and 70% there is lots of hopes. For every other
Mm.
person in India.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So fear is the teacher right now. Now
Absolutely,
it
fear is
is up to us in this situation, unforeseen situation. So do I have to take fear as a teacher, or I can get driven away with those all the stats which are, we don't know whether relevant, non-relevant, irrelevant. They may not even suit me, but I do get carried away.
I
And
mean, you should take fear and start working on it rather than start worrying on it. Okay,
yes,
worry is not a solution. Working is a solution.
yeah, action. I had a
Action.
coach yesterday. He was telling about it's all about action
That's it.
instead of
Okay.
action.
Now,
You also,
now
I
you
believe you do. Sorry,
go ahead.
you also, I believe, you do some sort of an creatively. You have created some engagement forum at your place. What do you call that?
So what I have done is, I'm a very like a connected person.
Yeah.
Okay, very connected person, right? When it comes to connecting people, I forget
Mm-hmm.
2 things. One is
Mm-hmm.
this attitude and ego. Okay, I
Okay.
just forget this and connect
Mm-hmm.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in my locality, I'm also an activist. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so I went down there, when all this COVID band was there in Bangalore, connected with my community people, helped them, whatever little finance, that I could, sponsor them, not in a big way, but in a very nice, happy way. I did it, educated people, gave whatever small, gloves which I had, mask, which I had, sanitizer, which I had, all those in whatever capacity that I can. Okay,
Hmm.
so I did that, in my, community with my faculties. Mind me, I mean, daily I go to the college, and one word I always tell my team is, okay, now we have come, let us lead the life till 4:30, 5 o'clock in the evening. Tomorrow is tomorrow. Let us, have the day. Okay. So connecting with them, engaging with them, talking light. Talks with them only to see that, their heart become, little, soft, so that they forget all this COVID, all these, whatever they have read, heard, everything and all that, So
Declutter
that's
a
what
little
is
bit.
needed. Yes, a lighter, a lighter way,
Yeah.
just forget that at least, till evening. After that, it is your thinking. It is absolutely, your thinking out there. So these are the few things, that I've done as far as, whatever small little contribution, that I can do in this, situation across Indian or India is facing.
So that is what you're trying to say is communicate and connect.
Absolutely. Yeah. You need to
Communication,
communicate and you need to connect.
it's very important, and the situation for the people to communicate well. We can also get driven around and then connect. The connection is very important. The engagement with each other is very important. The positive connect.
Sir, you know what I do? We just opened, just 20 days back, the college got opened. Otherwise, every other person, was there in their residence. Okay.
Yeah.
You're listening, sir?
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes. I can hear.
Am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So what I did, as far as connect is concerned, now I had a timetable, from morning till say evening. What am I supposed to do, sitting in home because everything is locked. Okay. Entire day I was in my residence with all productive academic work. Okay, communication, like you said, communicating people. Evening 6, to 7:30. I didn't even miss a single day going for a walk, on my terrace. Okay. Forgetting that I'm the boss of the department, forgetting that I'm HOD, I picked one faculty each day and always used to have a call with them and talk to them, have a lighter, talks, see that I have connected them, no boss, nothing. Okay. I am a teacher, you are also a teacher. That's it, finish. When I sit in my cabin, I'm a boss. When I just come out of my cabin, I'm just like an individual, right? So I used to connect, I used to communicate, and that makes their heart little, lighter. That's the way, how it is.
True. And what is that simple thing in these times you actually give them like one liner or something, a statement where they have to work on?
I always tell them, one thing, yes, there's a problem, just forget and keep going. That's it, finish.
Okay. So it is
yes,
like
COVID. Yes, there is a virus. Yes, every other person in India is talking about it. Just forget that and keep going. That's it, finish.
True. I was reading and
every possible problem has a problem solution.
Yeah. So I'm losing your voice sometimes. So I was talking to, I was in a webinar a few days back, and they were saying that, the COVID has time is bad. Yes, it is a pandemic, but actually after some time, it will be like of the viruses we are living with, right? It is something which you already got used to it now.
That is what I said, there's a new thinking, problem creates you a new thinking. Okay. Problem creates you a new alternative.
So we had to design ourselves to the new situation.
Absolutely. Okay. Not only design to new situation, design scientifically and systematically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
both scientifically.
If anything, you on a lighter note, I know you always work on a very lighter notes and you connect with people very well. So on the lighter note, what will be that? What do you call that? Process or procedure or a technique where people can, a little bit get relaxed and we all have a responsibility towards our workplace, our relationships, our society. We all have responsibilities. And somewhere we are making it tough on
So I'll just
ourselves
give a
these
practical.
days. Yeah. Please.
I'll just give a very practical example how I make my communication very lighter.
Yeah.
I have a team of 25, 30 faculties who work with me, and And every other faculty, has a nickname. I have kept a nickname for them, based on whatever interaction, whatever interaction. I have one faculty by name Kirti. I have one faculty by name, Monica. I have one faculty, by name Ranjita. Or I have one faculty by name, Sendel. For all this faculty, there is one nickname. Okay? For Monica, I always keep saying, you are a very rising star.
Okay.
From there, I start connecting. Okay. If I formally call someone Miss Monica, I mean, it becomes very formal. If I say that, hey, look, rising star, suddenly, the things become very lighter.
Okay.
At them, it becomes, very informal. Now, that 10 seconds, that 20 seconds, it makes, them very fresh. Very, very fresh.
True.
So, I always follow this. I follow in the department. I follow in the communication in the times. I also follow when we are having late night meetings. Informal, but professional touch. Informal doesn't mean that you go out of the scope of out of the boundary. Okay, professional touch. Now that makes them very lighter. Okay, and that's how we connect each other.
That's too good. That's too good. Any in the education sector, because you are also there, you're also connected with a lot of students. So one is about the faculty, then is something about the students. I just was having a conversation just I think yesterday or day before with a student community. They are facing a lot of stress these days. And there are a lot of job cuts. People have been offered jobs and suddenly there's no jobs. They got a letter of offer. Now they are saying they cannot join. So what will be your advice to the students in this situation?
So the real fact is, yes, students are into stress, and the real fact is jobs are cut. Okay, these are the two real facts across. Now, one thinking is it only for me? Is it for across everyone? If it is only for me, then you should have certain worry about it. If it is across India, then what should be my thinking? Okay, that is one. My one or two advice for students, as far as stress, stress is concerned. Now, what is stress actually? If you ask me, a student should not get a stress. Okay. If you ask me, I mean, across India, Acharya Institute, we all are taking classes. Only difference is you are not physically coming, but you are there with us. That's the only difference. Okay.
Right.
Now tell me, where is the stress here? The classes are there, teachers are coming, excellent teaching is happening across India. I'm telling. Okay. Now why you should have stress for this? Okay. First thing. I mean, what I'm trying to say is your unnecessary thinking will lead to stress. What you think, now that will lead to stress. Okay. So my first point is there should not be stress. The solution for this is don't unnecessarily think. Okay. Government is there. Yeah, government is there. Honorable Prime Minister Sir is there. Our HRD, Education Minister is there. All other universities are. Everyone is thinking good about how do we reach students. Yeah, how do we reach students? That's it. Okay. And everyone is reaching. Not that how do you reach. Everyone is reaching. Okay. So my first point here is select what you think.
Okay.
And if you're selecting something which is making you stress, don't think that. Okay. Don't think that. Change your thinking. Let me be very, very frank in telling, just change your thinking. Second thing is, what influences your stress? What is that, which influences your stress? Is it your exam? Is it your study? Is it your connectivity? Is it your notes? Is it your exams? Is it your grades? Is it your marks? Is it your project? Is it your presentation? What is, that is influencing your stress? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if I made all these 10 points, all these 10 points are taken care of by every
Hmm.
academic institute and university. Now, I don't
True.
feel that, you should have stress.
Hmm.
Okay. This is unnecessary. Students say we are under stress. I mean, this is just unnecessary.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
is going on. That's it. The only difference is physically you are not coming to the college. That's it. Finish.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe
So
you are
I
stressed because you are not having your coffee in the canteen. Okay, maybe that is stressing you.
chatting with the people. I think
Yeah, you're just not
you.
hanging out with the people. Maybe that is stressing you.
So, Dr. Bagli, I think something happened at your place. You're completely in a dark.
I'm sorry. The light just went.
Yeah, that's the challenge.
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, no. Oh, so that's innovative thinking, Okay. Okay. So, I keep on telling people, this is not end of the world,
Yes.
but this is a start of a new beginning.
Yes.
Okay. One opportunity has closed because there was a session where we had a lot of people who have been doing for 20, 25, 30 years want a particular type of a job, and they have developed that a particular type of a skill, and suddenly there's no job, they left, they have to develop a new skill. So there are two things I think, from my perspective, is that one, we need to be positive,
Yes.
find the right opportunities. If we lose one opportunity, there's definitely second opportunities. And time has come actually globally that we should depend more on our skills
Yes.
rather than talent.
Yes. So very nice point you said. Yeah.
And
Today, people ask
and
you
and,
results.
and we are not holidaying right now. We are not holidaying. We have to keep investing in ourselves, and we don't have to waste the time.
Yes.
We really don't have to waste the time. We have been gifted with some time, and yeah, let's develop our own skill sets, work on ourselves, hone our skills. It's all about going to be skills, and those skills and emotion will be the difference between the artificial intelligence and a human being soon.
No, very nice point you said, Sanjay, because the very nice point what you said was we are not on holidays.
Yes,
We are
definitely
not
not.
on vacation. Okay, we are just not on vacation.
We are not on vacation.
I always tell my faculty team the same thing, Your login physically at 9 when you are there in the college, the same thing should happen when you are there in the residence.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Yes.
Yes, you're logging at whatever time, log out. Now the same
Mhm.
thing should happen in the residence, when you are there, as far as residence is concerned. I mean, you're not holidaying, you are there on a duty.
Yeah, it's just shift of your
Yes,
seat, the work seat.
yes, yes.
I
You're
will
just
take
physically
that.
not there. That's it,
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah. So I'll
Okay.
just take few comments right now from the people. Dr. Manjunath, I saying hi. Yes, another Tikni saying hi. Hello. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Wow. Are they all your students or colleagues or how?
Yeah, they are my colleagues and students, both combination.
Oh, fantastic.
Both combination makes that group.
Hey, hello, Jaswinder. Good to see you.
Jashwinder. I was
He
seeing
is.
Jashwinder's show
He
the other
is.
day.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He was one of my key speakers, and she's one of the big supports I have.
absolutely great.
I will love to say hi, hello. It will be impossible. A lot of comments flowing. Impossible to say individually hi, hello to all of you by now. I am not on Facebook, but this is the streaming server I use, so I can pick up some comments. And thank you all of you for joining us, our show, taking off your valuable time. And despite we got delayed and you are still there on, it's a great pleasure to have you with us today. And any questions you have for Dr. Bagali right now, please feel free. In the meantime, sir, as you know, I have my show is with a difference because I bring in some live callers
Sure, sir. Sure,
into my
absolutely right.
show, and that makes sometimes it is a bit complicated for the people because asking a question and responding it live is also a challenge, but that's how the life is about. So that's the difference in my show. All there I can see quite number of people patiently waiting in the backstage. I will request all of you who are there in the backstage, please check your equipments, please see that your camera and mic is on, and I'll be picking people at random where I see the cameras on and I see the devices are on. If the device is not connected, I may not be able to pull it in. Okay, sir, are you ready?
Yes, sir. I'm just, not ready. I'm curiously ready.
Okay, here is the first caller. That's Preeti.
Hi, both of you.
Hello, hello. Good.
How are
Thanks
you?
for waiting and
Hello.
being patiently listening to us.
Yeah, it's good going. I'm enjoying it. I have listened to both of you previously also. See, again, got the opportunity.
So your questions to Doctor, sir.
My my questions to the professor is how you look forward to the education system of India and how the university and the institute will be reacting after the lockdown is finished.
Hi, Preeti. Nice to see you. And I'm just sorry because my entire flat, the electricity just went. So I'm just there with whatever supporting lamp that I have in my room. Now, if you look at future university, before that, let me tell you, whoever is on the show, I was selected by National Productivity Council to go and make a presentation on future industry. Skills for future industry and university. At Indonesia in June 11, 12, 13. Because of this, COVID, it got postponed, to November 1, 2, and 3. Okay, otherwise I would have been representing India. Same question, whatever question that you have asked me, trying to tell what would be the future, universities in India. There will be only two future, universities in India. One is, all those universities now have to be creative. They have to be innovative, and they should have a model and a framework. How do they reach people? I mean, the students. Okay, that is the first thing. The second thing is, all these future universities have to heavily, invest in infrastructure and technology. Okay, now most of the education would become, online, in spite of students, coming, physically to the college, to the university. 80% of the teaching, 80% of the meeting, 80% of the presentations, 80% of the webinars, 80% of the interaction, between faculties and students would happen, online. So the future of the university, should be, tech or technology, oriented. Otherwise, I mean, you are not a future university. I'm not saying university will die or something like that, but you are not a future university. Yeah,
Thank you
Preeti?
so much. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you so much. But
Thank you
I
for
would
calling
say,
in.
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. So that is definitely the point. even the universities, schools, colleges have to look at what have we learned during the COVID times.
Yes.
They need to, unfortunately, India, I see a lot of, there's a completely 180-degree shift. Either the universities and colleges are absolutely ready. They took no time to switch to video conferencing, and their servers and internet and everything was ready. And unfortunately, a lot of schools and colleges still have some preparedness. The schools are still struggling to put the basic infrastructure. And the students, especially in the rural areas, most of them don't have a smartphone or a laptop.
Absolutely.
And we are struggling with our own challenges, but I see a big, big miss in our country, in our education system there, the infrastructure.
So this COVID
Yeah.
also gave us a lot of lesson in telling that where do you need to focus?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Is road important? No, is road important, building important, or is school important, or technology is important?
True. So, Dr. Sir, I'll pick up another caller. She has been waiting patiently. Let me bring her in. Here comes the second caller. Hi, Kirti.
Hello, sir.
Thank you. You have been waiting
Sir,
patiently from quite some time.
yes, sir. Sir, because of Bagali, sir, today I have come out of a fear, especially stage
Oh,
fear.
sorry. Uh-huh.
He's made me to learn many things, and because of him, we are learning so much. I just want to ask, sir, how he could identify people and make change. I mean, bring out changes in our lives. Because I'm very happy, and today I'm very confident to stand in front of others and uh, do whatever. So he has given me that confidence.
I know that you're so confident that you stand in front of others rather than you stand in front of me, right? Yeah. Huh?
Sir, you have given me that confidence, sir.
See what happens, Kirti. I mean, Kirti happens to be a very favorite of mine. Okay. There's always, Newton's what the third law. For every action, there is always an equal and opposite reaction. Right. I always start my day very fresh. I will not have a day on Saturday what I have a day on Friday. I will never have a day on Friday what I have a day on Thursday. I always start, my day fresh. Okay. And I always look at what I can do for people. Okay. And academics. What is that, I can do for people? When I connected with Sanjay Kaul, we had a series of meeting. On a series of meeting, and every talk with Sanjay Kaul was 90% we talked on academics, how the show should come, and 10% some other thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is just my passion. It is just my, how can I say, love towards people. See, if I have developed you, if I have developed all my faculties, it could be Monica, it could be Ranjita, it could be Mehek, it could be Dr. Nijguna, it could be Gauda, it could be anyone. After 30 years, okay, not today, after 30 years, when I'm going somewhere on a road, you should turn back and tell someone, this was the person, whom I have worked with. Finish. My life is over. Okay, so I look at a bigger picture. I look at a bigger picture. I'm not developing you only because you have to manage your work for 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. No. After 30 years, you should turn back and say, hey, look, I work with this person in my life. That's it.
Sir, we have realized it now, sir.
You want to say that your question is over now when you realized now only. Huh?
No, what made you to identify that we have those skills? That is what was my question.
One thing is sure, any person, in life will come up with only one word called as opportunity. Okay, give them opportunity. And in your case, any opportunity that respected madam, respected Acharya Institute, respected your HOD has given, you have never slipped, from that, opportunity. Finish. That's it. Okay, you have taken that opportunity, and that opportunity has, helped you. That's it. Where if I would have given you an opportunity, if you would have not done, that opportunity would have gone to another person. Okay. So only opportunity knocks, and when it knocks, you have worked it, very nicely. Now, for example, Sanjay Kaul, he just gave us this opportunity. See today the smile on sir's face. That shows us how the duty that I'm doing, you are doing, and every other person is doing today on the live show. That's it. What do you say, sir?
That's great, sir. So I personally believe that the opportunity is always there, provided we have a 360-degree vision towards it. If we get ourselves focused into a certain thing, a certain aspect, we will only see that problem. We will not see the we won't see the opportunities around us which were there, but we choose to focus all our energies towards that one particular or two particular problems, and then say opportunity is not there. I could not do this.
Sir, I'll just a fantastic word you said, and suddenly something stuck to me, right?
Yeah.
There was a teacher like me, who comes in the class and says that today I'll have a surprise test for you. Okay.
Yes.
And all the students, when you say a word called a surprise, they get nervous. Okay. So what I did was, I had a piece of paper, and upside down I did it and gave it to all the students. I said, till the time, don't reverse the page. And once I said them, start the test, they reversed the page and saw there was one black drop there in the paper. Black drop, in entire paper. The students were surprised. Madam, I mean, sir is saying, it is a test, and we see there is a black drop. Then I just give them the instruction, write for the next 5 minutes. That's it, finish. Okay.
Fantastic.
And after 5 minutes, no, I'll just take 1 minute.
Sure.
After 5 minutes, I saw their assignment. Everyone had written on the black, dot. No one had seen the entire white page there. They just focused only on the black dot.
Yeah.
That's it. We are focusing only on COVID, only on Corona.
On that one spot, everybody focused and saw that black dot only, but they could not see the entire spaces open.
That's it. Everyone is looking at virus. Why are we not looking at opportunity?
Just a couple of days back, I was with an industry expert. She was saying that because of COVID, I see more opportunities now.
That is what I said you. Lots of opportunities.
Yeah. So I have some 2-3 callers in the backstage, but if you people are listening to me, I will not be able to pull you into the question unless the system recognizes that your audio and video is on. So if you could please check your audio and video connections, because I see everybody, few of you are there in the backstage, but they are mute and there's no video coming in. It will be impossible for me to pull you in. So while we are waiting for them, sir, what would be the one key message for today's statement?
Very difficult, one message for such a big problem like virus. But still, nevertheless, get information which is always gold. Misinformation is poisonous. Don't read too much. At the same time, don't miss important information. Okay, don't read too much on Corona, COVID, and all that. Now this problem is there, and the government has said that this is the way how we can prevent it. This is the way how we can stop it. Focus on prevention and stopping rather than spreading and how it is spread and getting
Yeah, yeah,
depressed
yeah.
and all that.
Yeah, yeah. This is a really very powerful message. Right information is gold and misinformation is poison. So this is really a very powerful statement. So since this is your statement, I'll take an disclaimer. I will be using your statement in my talks and in my shows.
Because that's a very right information, sir. So you can
It
use it.
is, it is very valid.
Yeah.
It's very valid, and that is where today we see so many. Sir, you have spent all your time in reading, and then I'm scared that how could you manage two PhDs and doctorate and all those stuff. And today, thanks to social media, they will give you a run. They are doctors for so many things because they are reading more of a poison rather than the gold.
Let me
I,
let me put
I
a
can.
very let me put a very 10 seconds answer for this.
Uh-huh.
I completed it. I completed 2 PhDs only because then there was no social media. I didn't get confused. Okay, by over information. Okay.
Okay, that's
Today
interesting.
PhD students find over information and get lots of confusion there. Lots of confusion.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Um, okay, there is a message for you, sir.
MM Bagali sir, it's been 12 years seen you. Rightly said by you, it's all about thinking during time. Chiranjeevi Prasad. He was my student there, when I was there in
Yeah,
another college. And he
yeah,
says that your thinking makes everything. Think good,
yeah.
think big, think positive, then nothing will happen.
So
That's it.
here's a question for you, sir, followed with this.
How the exams will be organized during the era of COVID. Now, now this is a very big thought. This is a very 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 big thought. Which is happening across India. How exams are conducted, and there are only two options here:
Hmm.
either do physically, call people physically, sit there and do it like traditionally what we do.
Yes.
Next one is online. Next one is online. Now, if we
Hmm.
call physically students, do parents agree? Do government agree, or does government agree, or does university permit? Okay, if they permit, if they do, fine. Otherwise, watch.
Otherwise,
We
what?
have one system. I was just thinking called
Hmm.
as proctored, parent proctored. Your parents become supervisor for you when you write an exam in your house.
Hmm.
Okay, your parents become supervisors for you. Okay,
Yes.
the more the honest parents, the better is the supervision and honest supervision. And I don't feel that any parent in this world makes his or her daughter or son to copy and pass an exam and get a degree.
Hmm.
Okay, I don't feel that any parent will do this. Okay, so parent proctored is your parents in the house become your supervisors when you write an exam. That is one thing. Or physically, we should call the students to the college and conduct examination. We
Hmm.
conduct online examination, probably that is just an examination. It is not in the true sense an examination as far as online examinations are concerned.
Exactly. That was the question in the comment section. I'll try to quickly scroll through if there's any other questions. Okay. So I still am not able to see the people are in the backstage. I will try to get them. I'm not sure they. I cannot see their audio video. Let me try. No, this will not work. Uh, if Mamta, can you please check your mic and the camera? The system cannot identify.
Gautam, can unmute your mic? Gautam, unmute your mic.
I am not able. Okay. You have to unmute your mic and also switch on your camera. Gautam, can we see you? Everybody in the
Yeah,
backstage, please switch on your camera.
yeah, sure. So just give.
Yeah, Gautam?
Yeah, he's trying to. I cannot see.
No.
I think there is some challenge. Okay, I think Gautam is there. Okay. Hey,
Hi,
hi
sir. Good
Gautam. We
evening.
can see you. We can hear you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
Gautam,
What's
go
your
ahead.
question? What's your question for Dr. Bagali?
Yeah, so my question is: due to this COVID-19, will be there any impact on the progression in the organization? Like right now, I'm working, so I was expecting a progression in my career for the, like a promotion or something, but due to this COVID-19, will be there any impact because of that?
Gautam, if you want an immediate, hike, or you want an immediate, what is this, promotion, or you want an immediate growth, then you can go 1 or 2 steps. Okay. If you want a bigger, promotion and all, come 2 steps back, then go 10 steps ahead. Okay. Now, COVID key, don't expect, the sweet days, will start to you, or don't expect, everything would be sweet.
Sweet.
You just want in this time also, good things to happen. You can just go 2 steps. Okay. Wait for another 2-3 years, come 2 steps back, and you can go 10 steps, ahead.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
sir. Thank you so
Now
much.
the
It's
times
like
are such that, yeah.
It's like
So,
Gautam,
Sanjay.
what I understand is that, what sir is also trying to say, me and a executive coach is also always telling my people also that, first thing we need to have more patience at the time. Two, don't get negative or depressed or anything when we are talking about promotion may not happen. Even pay cuts will happen. It will happen. We know that. It's only like Dr. Saab also said, face the fear.
Yeah, I add to that 5 points
Yeah,
of view.
face the fear. We have seen recessions in 2009. We have seen job loss. We have seen salary cuts. We have seen it all. And it happens to, we don't have to lose it. Lastly, keep investing in yourself, irrespective of any situation.
Yes.
Keep investing on yourself. Develop your skills. Develop multi-talent skills. That is the time has come in. Focus more on skills and talents. We are not in a live show singing a song for 2 days and then we are jobless, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We are true professionals. We have to focus on your career. That's what we can tell you right now. Don't get demoralized. Be happy, be cheerful,
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you so much.
and have gratitude. Thank God we are still alive. We can still do it.
Yes. Thank you so
Gautam,
much.
I'll just give you an example, based on what Sanjay said, and based on what question that you asked, Now, in the 60 days, what all people we reached, as an HOD and as my faculty team, okay, we have reached n number of professional organizations across world,
Yes.
by becoming members, by associating with them, and making friendships and network. I'll tell you, I have become UN volunteer, UNO volunteer. Just imagine, I'm a volunteer for UNO. I got a number. Okay, and I have
Wow.
put that on my CV today, that I am a volunteer for UN organization. I never had, this info.
That's good.
Likewise,
That's
if you take me, I have become 40 different organization. Kirti, another 20. Ranjita, another 10. Monica, another 20. Gokul, another 10. Other faculties,
That's good.
Suha,
That's good.
Sanjay, Nijuguna, everyone has become members. Okay,
Awesome.
like
Awesome.
what Sanjay said,
Thank, thank
yes,
you,
just go.
Gautam. I think you got your point now. No more
Yes, I
fears.
got it. No
No
more
more
fears.
fears.
Thank you so much.
Be happy.
Yes,
Be cheerful. Have gratitude. We are alive. We can do it again.
sure, sir. Thank you so much. It
Right?
was my
Thank you.
pleasure to
Thank you for.
listening you both.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Thank
much.
you. Good afternoon, Dr. Gokula. Can you hear us?
Yeah, Gokul.
Dr. Gokul, are you there? Can you hear us? I can see you. I think he got disconnected. Let's. So, Anup, can you switch on your device, please? Yeah, you are on a mute. You are on mute. Unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Mike.
Good evening.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Welcome to the show, Anup. Thank you for waiting in the backstage. Your question to Doctor.
Bagali, sir. Hi, sir.
Hi.
Sir, as Sanjay sir told earlier, in villages where the peoples are facing very lot of network issues, sir. So how can I utilize these limited network issues? How can I utilize to other things, sir? Well, like
So
if I have,
let me tell you, Anup. If at all tomorrow the central government, or if at all state government, or if at all any investor, has to focus on
yeah,
reviving Indian economy, now they have to focus on 3 or 4 things, and one such thing is village, rural
yes,
society.
yes, sir.
Okay. First is rural society. Second is infrastructure. Third is technology. Fourth is liquidity, for the companies. Fifth
Yes,
is create demand. Sixth is create opportunity. And seventh is how do you manage large workforce of India?
yes, yes,
Okay.
sir.
So these are the 7, 8 pointers which honorable prime minister, respected prime minister has to focus. And the first point in this is rural society.
Yes,
80% of the income in India comes from rural society. 80
yes,
percentage.
very true.
80% of the employment is in rural society.
Yes,
Okay. And 80% of the workforce, working in India is in rural society.
yeah,
Okay, so you don't focus there, then the economic revival of India doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so probably after this COVID-19 days goes, okay, maybe Honorable Prime Minister would focus, in rural society. Next 2 years, just look at how the rural societies would be. Probably what question you asked, you will not repeat this question in asking me once again when I come on live with Sanjay call after 2 years. Not for COVID, but for other reason.
yeah,
Anup, I understand, these internet and these infrastructure challenges, even we face here actually.
yes,
We were supposed to start at 4 o'clock
yeah,
because there
yeah,
was an outage at my place today, which is very unusual. It
yeah. Mm-hmm.
happened. So we had to push it by half an hour. And during the session, you saw Dr. Bugley's also the electricity went off and he was using a lamp for some time. I believe it's back now. And now, coming to your point, you face the intermittent issues of internet and infrastructure issues. What I will
Yes,
recommend and suggest, whatever time possible you get, whenever you get the chance, 24 hours are with you, right?
yeah,
Just go to the adopt the technological changes, okay? And we have a lot of ebooks available these days,
yes, sir.
right?
Yeah.
Once you download an ebook, you will have in your laptop, in your system, and whenever time allows, you will go through it, right? You have a lot of YouTubes, you have a lot of things, and best part is everything is downloadable.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So you have fixed 24 hours. Use technology wisely,
Yeah.
right?
That's right. Yes, sir.
Have a specific search in Google or whatever search platform you use. Have a specific search. You have to be very specific these days.
Yes, sir.
There are two. I personally, I'm working with two of my people, clients who have got addiction into Facebook and Instagram, things like that. What they do for the whole day?
Yes.
Scroll, 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 scroll.
No use. Okay. Yeah.
It's what
Scrolling
people
from
are
nowhere.
dumping. I use Facebook, but trust me, I have also learned that I go to Facebook, LinkedIn, and to tell the world what I am doing. Okay, and when I have to search for something, I put a keywords. That's what you use. Hear this word so many times in internet these days is keyword.
Yes.
Put a keyword, it will take you to the right places. Choices are yours. You want to be a scroller and get addicted, or
Yeah.
once you know that you in rural areas, we know that we have limited time for electricity, limited time for internet, limited time for even our everything, right? But
Yes.
yes, in the rural areas, what we have is a less amount what we spend in transportation at times,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
right? We don't have traffic jams.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
To come back to my home, I spend 2 hours coming back home, and the distance is hardly 10 kilometers.
Yes, sir. Even we have a lot of time also, sir.
Yes, so use it. Use your time. Use this opportunity. Pick up the right things for yourself,
Yeah.
and use technology smartly rather than being getting driven by the notifications. My request to all the viewers who are watching right now: notification is a sweet dopamine dose. It is a sweet dose. It's like a drug. Switch off your notifications right now. Then you will see the life changes. I
Yes.
hope I could address some of your points.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Anu, for calling.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Bagli, sir.
Thank you. Okay, we are over time, but let us try to be very fast. Hi, Palome, you need to unmute yourself. Please unmute.
Unmute your mic.
You are on mute.
Mic. Unmute the mic.
We cannot hear you. Okay, in the meantime, let us bring in Anup. Oh no, Anup is already there. Who is spending? Veer. I think there were somebody. Okay, so I think. Can you hear us? No, she got disconnected. Okay, sir. Uh, it's. I know it's been. I'll pick up some more comments before we sign off, sir. There has been.
Every
Every
day
day is a
is
new day. The motivation. Start the day is Bugly sir lecture. Amazing personality I have ever seen. Very good, sir. People are loving your talk.
Priyanka.
Yeah.
What is that? I mean, you once again want to come back to our classes and attend the classes so that you get motivated. Huh?
So we have.
That I have been seeing engaging in multitasking.
How is multitasking possible? That's a question for you.
Sir, I have been seeing you engage in multiple tasks. How is that multitasking possible, sir? See, there are two things, Arundhati. How do I work? Since you work with me, so let me give that example. My multitask depends on how much my faculty have been multitasked. Because you all are fantastic, so I am fantastic. Because I am fantastic, so you all are fantastic. Because Acharya Institute is fantastic, we all are fantastic. There is nothing called as one person doing or 2% doing. Every other person joins then only it becomes, multitask.
Hmm.
Okay, that's the first thing. And second thing is, like I said, come with open mind to the college. Don't be what you are on Friday, the same person on Saturday. Okay, start fresh. From there you can do it. You come with blocks, you come with bridges, then you will not do even a single task. Let apart multitask. Okay, come fresh idea, fresh thought, fresh approach. Like, for example, you've been working with me, for almost 2 years. Tell me, whenever I send, any newsletter or any certificate or any program leaflet, is that for the past 2 years the same which I use? And the answer is no. 2 years, I'm telling. Whatever I said, it is always new. No, that because you come with a fresh mind. You want to do multitask, come with a fresh mind. Don't have preoccupied, defined framework. Okay, otherwise you'll never do it.
So I think that is applicable for any which way for our day-to-day life also. We need to come every day with a fresh mind, fresh approach. Like we are meeting the person for the first time. We have a lot of enthusiasm, lot of energy. And over the period of time, we start judging people, and then make an opinion, which is very bad.
So that is what I keep telling my faculties the moment they join. Okay, most of the faculties who have joined under me, the first advice I always give them is, if you want to know a person what he or she is, don't keep asking other colleagues. You experience, then only you will understand what that person is. Okay, don't ever make your conclusion based on other person's conclusion.
Sure.
That's it.
I think you need to unmute. You're still. I know you have logged in back. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. What's your
Hello?
question for Dr. Bagali?
So my question is, how can we read or understand our individual psychology during an interview? When I am not, I am not the interviewer, I am the interviewee.
You have gone there to give an interview, just give an interview and come back. Why is that you want to read a person there? It is a duty of that person who is taking an interview to read you as a candidate. You've just gone there as a candidate, just do your best shot, have your best answers and come back. Unnecessarily you try to read a person, you will not focus on what is it you want to answer. Okay, focus on answer, don't focus on the reading. The reading duty is on that person. Okay, that is what I said, my previous answer. Don't unnecessarily think and put everything there. Okay, all that
You know that.
I mean, all that is not gold. It should be more than that. Why you want to judge a person, unnecessary? Just don't do it. Just don't read people. Okay.
So it's something like, if you're going to, sir,
Okay,
correct
sir.
me if I'm wrong. If you're going for an interview, you need to understand what is your reason and purpose. Why are you there?
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Focus on your reason and your purpose. Once you're focusing on then you will be yourself. You're not trying to be somebody else.
That's it.
You will be yourself, and that's what the interviewer wants to see. What is written on a piece of paper? Are you really the same person? Or today we know a lot of things happen on copy paste. Speak with your passion,
Absolutely.
speak your heart out in your interview, speak what you are. That's what the person wants to see. That's my take on it.
Yeah,
Thank
Paul
you,
me?
sir. Yes, sir. How are you,
Yeah.
sir, on this
Yeah,
COVID
good, great.
situation?
Yeah. Focus on my answer, don't focus
Okay,
on
sir.
me.
It's-
I was trying to say.
Thank you, Pamela.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Nice to have you on the
Thank
show.
you, sir.
Okay. So we will try to bring in. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, Gokul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Fantastic.
How are you, Professor?
Fantastic.
Yeah, good, go ahead.
How are you, Sanjay, Mr. Sanjay? Happy to meet you.
Perfectly good. Perfectly good and good to see you. What's your question?
Okay, Professor, I have one question to you. What are the three major changes we have to do with when it comes for the educational institution after COVID-19?
No, there could be more than three, right? But still, nevertheless, first thing is
Priority, I'm asking.
first priority is I mean, every other faculty is taking classes online without having a formal training how an online classes have to be taken. Okay. We just switch the camera, we just have the PPT, and we just start, taking the class. Okay, that's it. For us, looking at the camera, looking at the PPT, the class have to be taken. That is what is our thinking. So the first change that should happen in academic institute is invest lot of time training teachers how to take online class. How to project yourself when you come online. That is the first thing. Second thing is, we all been talking about engagement of students when you are taking online. Now how do we do it actually? Okay, are these only polling, survey, quiz, debate, question answer session? Are you there? Are you not there? Hello. Are this a way to check whether a student is engaged, or are there any other modes or methodology? Okay, so there has to be a complete orientation for faculties. How do you now engage your students online? Okay, it is not just only engaging, getting the quality and effectiveness of students when they come online. It is not just I participate in quiz and only because of attendance. Okay, so I have to be effective. The return on investment has to be there 90%. The last thing is how do I make all my curriculum, all my material, all my PPT, all my videos, all my course material online? How do I do this now? How do I put it on electronic media? And given time for me, how do I finish this? Whatever time is being given to me, and finishing the syllabus. Now, how do I do this online? Okay, so training, how to take class, engaging students, how I have to engage students, and third thing is how my material now has to be electronically converted so that I can reach, not one, two, I can reach n number of people across the world. So probably education should change in these three, different dimensions.
Yes, Professor. Thank you.
You got the answer?
Thank you very much. It is nice talking to you, both of you.
Thank
Sanjay
you.
and
Thank you very much.
Dr. Mumbai.
Thank you.
Thank you. And before we take the last caller, here is Meg. Yes, Meg. Thank you for dialing in.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Good evening, Dr. Bagali, and good evening, Sanjay, sir.
Good evening.
I have a question for Bagali, sir. I have been working with him for the last 1 year, and from day one till today, I have seen the same amount of energy and the same amount of vibrancy in his personality. How do you get that, sir, every day? Not a single day it has been a little different.
See, when you get a beautiful picture on the screen like what I am getting right now, okay.
Sir, on your left side
Obviously,
or right side?
I'm telling center, sir, not left and right. Okay. Mehak, what happens? Yeah. Mehak, what happens? Your day is always reciprocal. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Your day is always like you. I don't preoccupy and come that okay, today I have to scold Mehak. Tomorrow I have to scold Monica. Day after tomorrow I have to scold Ranjita. I don't do that. Absolutely, I just don't do that. I just come there, sit there. From there, the body language starts. I mean, the chemistry, whatever.
Yes.
Okay. So the energy that comes is through your achievements. Daily what academic achievements that you do.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is that academic planning that you have done? Like Sanjay was asking, in COVID, tell us how did you help students and all that? How did you help your faculties? Mind me, Sanjay sir, and someone who is there on the show, our faculties CV or biodata got enriched in this 90 days, almost 70%. In this 90 days, 70% of their biodata got enriched with different, verticals. Do you agree this, Mehak?
Yes, sir, definitely.
So this is what makes you extra energy.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, my guest speaker was a very, there's a recording, I'm not sure whether you saw it yesterday. There's a recording must be there. He's a great motivator, right? And a speaker and an executive coach, Somebody asked him, sir, where is super energy also like Dr. Saab? He said, sir, how do you get the energy? His question was simply, you are my energy. You people give us the energy.
Yes, sir.
We get the energy, sometimes when we go for a session, trust me, Mac, if we are addressing 200 people, 300 people, we give less and take more.
Yes.
We learn more actually that day, dealing with more audiences, more people, we learn more. So that's the energy comes from. It comes from you.
Yes, sir. I always keep telling Dr. Bagali that if somebody sees your CV, we will get tired of seeing the number of things you have done, but it will go on. It is so lengthy. And the kind of achievements that sir has, it is incredible.
Incredible.
That is what, when you came on the screen, the energy was something. The moment you came on the screen, the energy got something different, right? Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bagali sir, and thank you, Sanjay sir. It was a pleasure listening to both of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you. Thanks, Mehak.
So we have the last caller right now. Quick one. Senthil, are you there? Oh, yeah, he's back. Can you hear us?
Sandil.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening. I think your headphone had come out from the system.
No, sir. I was watching both Facebook Live and backstage.
You need to switch off the Facebook. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Having both is always dangerous. You should always have only one.
What is the quick question?
Sir, my question is, Buggy sir, what if after COVID students are not coming now, and keeping this as the mind, after 5 years, 6 years, now education policy will revamp. That is my idea. How colleges have to take forward the online platforms.
That is what I said.
How it is going to be
if your college or if your university, if your higher academic institute doesn't invest in technology, then you don't have a future. Okay, so there is no need for students to come to college. Okay, you can always reach them online, and you want to reach them online, but give that same experience that when they come for the college online, then probably your college or your university has got a future. Okay, any college, not your college, any college for that matter. Okay, what that engagement is with a student when someone physically comes to the college, the same thing that you can always have it online. Probably you become a great institute, you become a great college.
Sir, my one more question: how to measure the effectiveness again? We face some students are online, but we ask some questions in between. They won't be in there. No response will come from the students' point of view.
See what happens, Sendil. You have varieties of students there. You have good and you have not good. You have average. You have worst. Okay. So when you take a class, if you feel that 75% students are effective, they are engaged, I think that you have a good day. Okay, you can't have all the 100 students be very effective, very engaged, very efficient, very quality consciousness. But yes, majority, that is 70-75%, if students are with your class, are with your session, I think that you have a day.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Senthil, for joining in. So that was a fantastic session, and we have really exceeded our time, despite we know that we had already a delay, but that the show is for the people. They are calling us. That's the purpose. The live caller is the difference in our show, and I am so glad that we have so many callers today. There is a question for you, sir. My question to you: 40 minutes of online classes
My
are enough
question
to
is,
help communicate the
do
basic
40 minutes of
concepts?
online classes are enough daily to help
The
communicate the
question is,
basic
sir,
concepts?
is 40 minutes enough a day?
I'll just take only 10 seconds in answering this question. If your visiting card, when you exchange your visiting card to another person, and if that visiting card doesn't impress that person and doesn't bring a business, and that visiting card is of no use. One small visiting card should impress to get you 100 crore business, whether it is 40 minutes, 20 minutes, 60 minutes, or 90 minutes. Now what we teach in this 40 minutes matters rather than the 40 minutes. Okay, I can even teach you 20 minutes where some can take it 20 hours. Okay, so time is not what matters there. What matters is in that time what I learned, or what I gained a knowledge, that matters. It is only because there has to be a start and there has to be an end. Henceforth it is 40 minutes or 30 minutes or 60 minutes.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Let me see if there is any question left. There is a question. I'm sorry, there's so many questions in between, so it's difficult. If somebody has any question left, I will request you to again type in the question again.
Madhu, have you felt difficulty in adopting these online changes, or was it the one which you expected before? Because you were very long run thinker, so only I'm asking. Because you are very long run thinker, so only I'm asking. Madhu, one simple answer, I mean not simple, one very scientific answer for you is, as an HOD, if I don't predict what happens for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 6 months or 1 year, then what good HOD I am. Once, there was announcement that, now the colleges are going to close, henceforth for the next 30, 40 days, there won't be any colleges. Then I thought that the only best way is online. I predicted this. Now the education would be online. We should practice online. If you look at my room, I have set it in such a way that this room is an online room. Okay, because I predicted next 6 months it will happen like this only. Your setting should also be like that. Okay, so yes, I knew it would have happened. So is this, creation. When we hear about COVID spreading fast, it creates a fear in us, although we are following all precautions. How to overcome this? Sati Kumar. Okay. Ma'am, I mean, prevention is better than cure. Okay. Fear is there. But at the same time, how I have planned to overcome this fear. If you have planned to overcome this fear, be clean. Always be clean. Have sanitizer. Have mask. Protect yourself. The moment you go out, see, let me be very confess, in telling everyone on the live show, first 10 days of holidays, I was just keeping quiet in the house. Otherwise, from one or the other reason, I have stepped out of the house, whether it was 24 hours band or 12 hours band or red zone or green zone or yellow zone. It never
Very good.
stopped me, going out. But whenever I went out and came in, I saw that I had a shower, I had proper, soaping, I had a proper cleanliness of my clothes were clean, my chappals were clean, my spectacles were clean, my purse was cleaned, everything was done. Okay, so prevention is better than cure. Yes,
Yeah.
there is a fear. I'm not saying no, but how do I tackle this fear? How do I face this fear? That's the beauty of tackling the fear.
So I'll take this last question for the day. How campus hiring will be virtual?
How campus hiring would be? See, all these days it was the first round and the second round was virtual only. Most of the HR for the past 10 years they did had a virtual round, either by Skype or video conferencing or call or WhatsApp videos and all that. It is not because COVID came, so we have virtual hiring. Okay, yeah, earlier also there was virtual hiring only, but only thing is there would be a rigorous selection process if the company decides that I should take this guy. Okay, they will not just make a very easy walk, that guy comes in the company. If they decide that I have to take this person in the company, now that round would be very, very rigorous, that's for sure. Otherwise, now virtual hiring is the day would be happening.
Fantastic, fantastic. So while I was talking to you in our so many conversations, before I end the show, there was one beautiful line which you had told me, and I had written it in my notepad. That's here. When we were talking about COVID.
Okay.
It's an era-defining World War-like situation. Let's face it. Plan the future and hope for the better days to come soon. And these are your lines again. Like I keep on the telephonic conversation, I keep on scribbling on my piece of paper. This line was from you only, and I had scribbled it, and I thought, let me share when the right time comes. It's really, really so insightful. So, Dr. Bagali, it was so nice to have you on the show today. And today we have exceeded all the limits. From 4, we waited. Thank you for your patience, and all the viewers from 4 to 4:30. We started at 4:30, and right now we are at 6:15, and still going on and on. So we will always be available to you. Dr. Bagali is a very, very socially present person. He is on almost every platform. I asked him, sir, in which platform are you? Trust me, he sent me a whole big list. In short, I'm saying whatever social platform you are, forget about where he is. Whatever you are, just look for him. He's there. Am I right, sir?
Absolutely, sir. I always say people, whenever I go somewhere, they ask me, sir, just give your CV for introduction and all that. The only thing I say them is just Google, you'll get there. If you don't get there, I'm not there. And if you get there, I'm there.
It was so nice of you, sir, to have you on my show today. And thank you for so much of time, visibility, encouragement to the students and to the faculty, and showing a lot of go ahead to the people. This was the first show where I had maximum callers. I'm sorry, I see a couple of people on the backstage still. We cannot take it further. We are exceeding 1 hour, 30 minutes of the live show. And very, very interactive. I'm not sure how many live shows have gone interactive like this. This is the beauty of the show when we started this concept. Let's bring the people live with the Livewire experts. Thank you, Dr. Bagali. It was so nice of having you with me today.
Sir, same here. Let me also thank Acharya Institute, the Honorable Chairman and Madam, for giving us this, to use the name because we are associated with Acharya Institute. And all my faculties, whoever there today, starting from Nijguna, Sendel, Gokul, Kirti, Monica, we had Mehek, we had Ranchita, I saw Rupa, I serve
Yeah.
Arundhati. I have all this host of names. And Preeti, thanks for all this to happen with Sanjay and me. And I'm always there, like I said here. You Google me, you get me. If you don't get me, I'm not there. That's it.
And we know for sure you're there. Thank you, sir. It
Thank
was
you,
so
sir.
nice of
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you. Have a nice day. And the new
Thank
way
you,
of
sir.
India, namaste.
Namaste, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And that's it for the show today. Dear viewers, I am 100% sure a lot of you have been staying with us for almost 1.5 hours. It was an interactive show. I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I'm sure you got your answers from the expert, from the industry to the question you're looking for. Tomorrow, I have Dr. Mahesh on the show. Tomorrow is my seventh expert for this Livewire series. Dr. Mahesh is a name in the manufacturing industry. Currently, he is COO of Sheila Foam Limited and also the chairman for Indian Polyurethane Association of India. I hope I got it right. Sorry, Dr. Saab, if I pronounced it wrongly. Very experienced, very learned, and this show tomorrow, like I said, 7 days, 7 experts from 7 different industries, is definitely a watch for the people who are in manufacturing, who are in a startups mode, who are in small and medium industry. It is a must-watch show for you. It again is an interactive. There's a procedure written. If you want to have your question live, like the beautiful audience we had today, callers in the show, feel free to register and see you tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. on the Livewire. Stay safe, stay home. God bless.